All right, so this is where we are on the map. That is Martha's Vineyard, right off the coast of Massachusetts. We're at the blue dot there, and this was the drum room, but this is how it looked when we, how it normally looks. But we were gonna transform it into the command center, so to speak. And then this is the kitchen. What else? It's a pretty nice kitchen, whatever. I don't know why that's in there. Oh, that's why. Because we had to stock up on a lot of food. So, first things first, went to the grocery store, got a whole bunch of stuff. I love that dark chocolate peanut butter right in the center. Anyway, this is the upstairs bedroom where we laid out all the cables and microphones and all the gear we rented. Not all of it, but that's a good portion of it right there. And, there's a closer look for all you techie geeks. Some pretty good mics in there. Many of them belong to Mark Harden. Thanks, Mark, for the loaners. There's some more stuff for more techie geeks. Yeah. So let's see. This is what we turned that bedroom into. This is the command center. We started to, hang a bunch of mattresses up and quilts and stuff, and you see right in the center, right above the lamp, there's a foam pillow thing attached to a kayak oar. We had to put those in the corners to eliminate this flutter echo sound. But this is where we did the downstairs tracking for drums, guitar, a lot of the vocals, and this is about as clean as it was. This was probably the first day. Again, this is pretty clean. This is like when we're like, all right, we got it all set up. You can see another kayak oar in that corner there. We put some canister lights in the room to give it a little bit of a vibe, a little bit of a glow. My drums, another kayak oar in the corner with a foam pillow on top. Yeah, so here's like after a couple days of tracking, you can see it's gotten a little bit messier, a little more lived in. But yeah, we're in the thick of it here. I think you can even see one of the Pro Tools sessions is open and active. There's me. I think I'm maybe fiddling. I'm either putting down a beer, getting ready to jam, or playing something on the keyboard. Some sort of idea. But anyway, here's the upstairs command center with a piano for some piano tracking, although I took that downstairs most of the time. This is where Bonesaw did a lot of his guitar overdubs, his solos, rhythm tracks, and whatnot. Okay, so here's me downstairs, a nice, I don't know why. I should have been sitting on a chair. That's not good for the back. But, when you're in it, you're in it. You're not thinking about chairs. And I like this picture because you can see Bonesaw's Les Paul there in the foreground. I came down one day and Smell and Bonesaw had rigged this situation up. There's a broom, a bike helmet, and rope. Once again, that's like a MacGyver joke. Broom, bike helmet, and rope. And it had something to do with eliminating some type of buzz that was happening during tracking. Here's another one of Bonesaw's amp setups. Again, not sure what all the pillows are for. I think it was vibrating the ground in some weird way, but yeah. And here he is tracking. That's one of his mic setups. He usually had another one in addition to that black one right there. But looks like he's doing an acoustic track here because his Les Paul electric is in the corner propped up. Oh, this is great. This was a Bonesaw made this microphone. It's a sub kick. Basically, I'm not even going to try to describe how he did it, but it looks like he called up my cousin who lives on Martha's Vineyard, and he asked if he had any old speakers that he could use the subwoofer from. So then he did. So he took it out, attached a microphone cable to it. There was some soldering involved, some wrenching. I don't know, but you place that in front of the kick drum and it gives you that nice low sound. Very proud of him for that. That was awesome. Again, MacGyver. This is a improperly mic'd floor tom. You can see we have a tom mic there, but we ran out of microphone stands, so we had to put it in a cup holder, which is a cup holder made specifically to attach to a microphone stand. But in theory, we thought it would work okay, but it, of course, it was right on that cup holder, so there was a significant rattle, and it kind of messed with the floor tom signal a little bit, but I was able to EQ it out. But I just thought that was funny. Here's a little bit more of the drum miking setup. You can see down in the left corner there, for the beater side of the kick drum, which is where the pedal actually hits the head, we had to mic that. So again, we didn't have enough stands, so we put the microphone on that little green tissue box. That actually worked really well. Let's see here. There's more drum miking. You can get kind of a better picture of that tissue box down there by the front of the bass drum. Here's me tracking some vocals on a Peluso microphone, which is sort of a Neumann knockoff. We redid all the vocals we did on this mic because it didn't really get a great warm sound. It was a little harsh for my style of vocal. But nonetheless, it was good practice. Here's a great shot of Bonesaw Silhouette. Thinking about something he's about to do guitar-wise. Here is Sean getting ready to, I think this is in the rehearsal portion of our vocals, trying to figure out who was going to sing what. So yeah, he's just getting at it here. And that's also him. I'm behind the board trying to figure stuff out. You know, maybe you should try this part, maybe you should do that register instead, and so forth. There's Sonny taking a nap because you know, there's a lot of stops and starts, whether it be technical problems or just hang on while I figure out what you're gonna sing here. Or maybe I think maybe Smell was actually tracking at this time, and Sean had been listening, but then he just snoozed off. These are some of Smell's vocal parts. You can see some of them labeled Smell Maybe. And everything's doubled. You see the Smell Maybe double because we doubled all vocals. Almost every vocal was doubled. So we had to sing everything twice. But I took a picture of this because the waveforms there, the audio waveforms, look like little whales. And I thought that was cool. Here is Bonesaw getting in a little bit of a vocal session. Again, me behind the board. Familiar spot for me there. Here's me with a little ukulele. I used this on the beginning of Creepies, which is now called Me and the Moon. Yeah. And Bonesaw also used this on the beginning of Carousel, I think. Yeah. Which is now called Oddball Memories. Sorry for the confusion. That's me doing some drum tracking. Shirt off for tracking, of course. Got to get in the mood. Can't tell what I'm playing there, but who knows. This is a nice little shot of the finger cymbals, which appear in the song 30th Anniversary, as well as perhaps Me and the Moon. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just 30th Anniversary, but it's a very well-placed, absolutely necessary finger cymbal part.